John Morgan is the founder of Morgan & Morgan and a former major Democratic donor. John, I was thrilled to have you tonight, and I wanted you to react to this. This was reporting out of Politico about what Kamala Harris was doing in Hawaii. Privately, the vice president has been instructing advisors and allies to keep her options open, whether for a possible 2028 presidential run or even to run as governor in the state of California in 2 years, as Harris has repeated in phone calls, "I am staying in the fight." Your reaction to that?
Well, my reaction is, she thinks she's Obama. She goes to Hawaii because Obama goes to Hawaii. She started talking like Obama, imitating Obama. She is not Barack Obama. She has no talent. She can never run for president again. She ran once and got 0 delegates. She got 8% of California. I begged them not to put her up. She was.
By the way, shout out to the King Squad, the King Squad family, the King Squad Elise. I appreciate you guys. Hope everybody's having a beautiful week. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and I will give my commentary more so on the back end. Stay tuned for that. Let's go.
Going to be tethered to Biden no matter what. That was a zero-sum game for her. But she thought that all these votes were for her. They were not. The votes that she got were people voting against Trump. Mm-hmm. And the votes that Trump got were the people voting for Trump. Mm-hmm. What the Harris campaign should have done, instead of avoiding Joe Rogan and podcasts, it turns out that Barron Trump, who looks like a runway model, was telling his father, you need to go on podcasts. You need to go on Joe Rogan. He was 3 hours late to a rally because he was doing Joe Rogan because that was so important. So Barron Trump is a lot smarter than everybody in the Harris. They said they didn't go on Joe Rogan, the progressives around her. You heard what Carmel said. The progressives didn't want to go on Joe Rogan. Look, if I'm running, I'm going on Joe Rogan. I'm living on Fox. That's how you change minds. They played hide the ball. They lost badly. She should go away and never, ever come back. She spent almost $2 billion. They're raising money this week to pay off the debt. If you can't run your campaign, you damn sure can't run the country.
Exactly.
John, that is the most honest assessment, and I think the most accurate one I've heard from a Democrat so far. And I'm curious for you, as you move forward as a party, who's the future of your party?
Well, my future, look, I'm a Bill Clinton Democrat. And each year that's gone by, I've been pushed further and further and further out. The squad, defund the police, woke, it pushes people like me. I am not a democratic socialist. I was a Democrat with a capital C, capitalist. And I now am a registered independent because I cannot abide that business. And look, I love Joe Biden. I think he did a great job. If you look at the record, I know a lot of you all disagree, but objectively, I think history is going to be good to him. But Joe Biden is the end of my line with Democrats because of—
Wow. Comment down below if Joe Biden was the end of your line, just voting Democrat. I'm curious to see what you guys have to say about that. I definitely woke up, well, not woke up, but awakened, with this election and everything, just seeing what was going on with Trump and seeing how, the Democrats are moving this anti-common sense agenda, socialism, and slowly turning into communism and all that kind of stuff. It was just a mess. And then running Kamala Harris, and then just life got increasingly more expensive and more just difficult. All these ridiculous policies, money's being spent on all these wars, and it was just a mess. It was like, what am I supporting? Okay, what am I actually supporting for? Like, why am I conditioned to not like Trump? And so I had to ask that, and I'm like, wait a minute, let me look into what Trump is about. Okay, let me just stop hating on the man for a minute and let me see what he's actually about. And I think that was a lot of us. A lot of people woke up, well, not woke up, but awakened to that reality of, maybe Trump isn't who they say he is in the media. Comment down below if that was you.
Of the Harrises of this world and the progressives pushing her to not go on Joe Rogan. That's where she should have been. just where Barron Trump told his dad to go, and all the other podcasts. So that's where I am today. I'm more for people than party. In Florida, I ran 2 amendments. I legalized medical marijuana and I raised the minimum wage. Had to get 60% of the vote. We did. You know why? Most of us agree on most things when you take the DNR down. So I would say to the squad and the defund the police crowd, mission accomplished. I'm out.
Yeah. John Morgan, we disagree on a lot. We are from different sides of the aisle, but we are both Floridians, and I think we both acknowledge reality. It seems like you did tonight. John Morgan, thank you, and welcome to the Independent. So that's interesting.
So there you have it. Okay, shout out to John Morgan. And let's see what the comments have to say. We're going to get right into the comments. And somebody saying Kamala is just annoying. There's also talk of Ku Klux Kamala out here running in 2028. What do you guys have to say about that? Do you think she stands a chance against Jedi JD Vance, against Obi Vance Kenobi? Comment down below what you guys think. And me personally, I think she doesn't stand a chance at all. And I mean, if you haven't learned your lesson already, Kamala, sheesh. You just like losing, I guess. Wild. And somebody else said Kamala lost all by herself. Joe Rogan had nothing to do with it. I don't know about that. Joe Rogan had played a big part because Trump was over here. Trump was really just with the people. He was putting himself out, just out there to be amongst the people. He was literally in the field helping people, spending his own money on helping people with repairs, especially when like the hurricane took place. And then he's out here on these podcasts, just telling what he has, what he wants to do and what he's focused on doing and the issues within the country. And he was saying exactly what we were saying. And it was like, why would I go with Kamala? She's kind of vague. She's hiding. She's ducking interviews. Okay. And then she towards the end of her run, she's trying to appear as if she's this big dog all of a sudden. And we all know she's not that. Okay. Somebody else said, brings chills down my spine. This woman almost became the U.S. president. The election result is a huge sigh of relief beyond words. I completely agree. Kamala in charge would be just a nightmare. Okay. A nightmare would be stuck in for 4 years. And yeah. I really don't think Kamala is that smart, because even her thinking that she has a chance, to run in 2028, it's just like, why try? Why would you do that to yourself? Okay, to be publicly humiliated a second time. Oh my gosh, as if Trump didn't already cook her enough the first time. I tell you. Somebody else said, never correct your enemy while they are making a mistake. That's a lot of ancient wisdom right there. And yeah. Somebody said Kamala is blinded by ambition and thirst for power. She forgets who she really is. Facts. I definitely think there was a lot of pressure on her. I think it definitely got to her head. I even think there were a lot of strong elements of pride there. Personally, that's me. Pride goeth before a fall. I see that principle play out with Kamala Harris. And I really think she was not prepared at all. She really didn't know what she was doing. She was just thrown on stage. After Biden debated Trump, it was just a giant dumpster fire for the Democrats. So they were like, okay, we got to get Biden out of here. And that's where you see them throw Kamala Harris on stage, and then she's performing, and it was just a even more bigger dumpster fire from there, But let me know what you guys think about all of that. And yeah. Comment down below, do you think Kamala Harris stands a chance against JD Vance in 2028? Or do you think Gavin Newsom stands a chance against JD Vance? I personally think JD Vance will cook both of them, but let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. As always, shout out to the King Squad, the King Squad family, and the King Squad Elites. You guys are the bomb.com. I appreciate you guys. Hope you guys are having an awesome week, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Smash that like button, hit subscribe. Peace.